One of the people flying out from here this week to meet the Pope also is one of Austin's most renowned brain and spinal neurosurgeons. The journey brings Dr. Matteo Ziu full circle. As a teenager in his native Albania, after the communists had trashed and then fled the country, he began working with Catholic sisters. He met Mother Teresa. They became friends. He was her interpreter. She inspired him and made all that followed in his life possible.
And as well, I had two good friends that knew about her coming to Albania, and the first Mass celebrated in this open, kind of old church that it had been kind of demolished by the communists. So that's how I went there, and I was very inspired to hear, her talk. Actually, she gave a small talk. That's how I met her. And then every time that she would come to Albania for a visit, since I was one of the volunteers or working with the sisters, that's how I had to meet her and sometimes translate for her when she was talking to people around her.
And what was she like?
It's very hard to describe because it's something that you feel. You cannot kind of really... she was a very small little lady, smiling, saying jokes, but very short. She knew what she wanted.
She had a proposal for him.
She said, "Oh, okay, why you don't become a priest with me?" She said, yes. And I said, "Well, I would like to become a physician to help everybody that is in need." And she said, "Okay, don't worry."
But a medical education seemed impossible. Then, one day, he learned, thanks to Catholic charities, he had a university scholarship.
Somehow she helped, I'm not sure how, because she never told me that.
Matteo went on to work at MD Anderson in Houston, then moved to Austin because of the lure of the coming medical school here. He takes on the most daunting brain and spinal cases, inspired by Mother Teresa, and now he's about to meet the Pope.
To me, Pope Francis is kind of very close to what Mother Teresa was. Being very open and talking and communicating to everybody, bringing the Word of God in a simple way to everybody. Yeah. I'm here in this place, especially because, as I mentioned, Mother Teresa helped me get here through her ways, and I think I'm here to help and do God's work, yes.
Dr. Ziu flies to Washington Wednesday. He meets the Pope on Thursday and flies home that same night. Says he has more of God's work awaiting him when he gets back.